Hey guys, thanks for checking out my third charm update video. Today most of the charms I will be showing you are going to be Easter themed. I will start with those first just because Easter's passed. So yeah, let's get right into it. So I have these ones starting out, these little Easter themed popsicles. So I will start off with the yellow one. My camera will focus. So as you can see, this little guy is kind of beaten up. He was my first attempt, and I kind of went a little crazy with the indents for my lines. But that aside, I think he turned out pretty cute. So there's that one. Now next, I'll show you the little green one. You'll notice that I only did 2 of these with the jagged lines because it did not turn out at all like I had hoped. So I gave up on that idea pretty quickly. So there's that one. Got this little blue guy. My camera would focus. Come on. Okay. And you can see they have the little speckles like an egg would. Or some eggs would, I guess. Now we've got this little pink one. Yeah. Now I've seen a lot of people do popsicles, however, for theirs they use actual popsicle sticks. And I thought it turned out really cute, and I was very tempted to try it on mine. However, I didn't have any popsicle sticks on hand, so I just made mine out of clay. I still think they came out pretty cute, but maybe one day I will make a second version. And this one here is the last of my popsicles. I think it turned out really cute. This one is probably one of my favorites. Mind you, you may notice the further we go, most of the yellow charms are going to be among my favorite because yellow is my favorite color, or one of my favorite colors. So it influences me greatly. We have that one. So that's it for the popsicles. Now we also have these little cupcake mini Easter eggs. So I'll start out with the little green one. Now if my camera would focus, you'd see that his mouth is a little derpy looking, but he's still pretty cute. I actually find he sort of reminds me of a Yoshi egg from the Mario games. So there's that one. And now we got this little blue one. This little blue one is pretty cute too, I think. Focus, focus. And there's that one. Now we've also got this little pink one. Come on, camera. If you would like to focus, that would be appreciated. There we go. So there's that one. Now I've also got this little pale mint one. It's hard to see on camera. Color. I think it turned out pretty cute. So there's that one. Now there's also this little pale pink one. Almost like a baby pink, I guess. Come on. There we go. So that one. And last but not least, this little orange one, which I think is probably my favorite out of the bunch, only because there isn't a yellow one, and I actually really like the shape of this one. I find it looks very egg-like. His little face is just so cute. Now, I also made this little set. It's actually, if you checked out my last charm update video, you'll notice that I had done another Easter bunny, except that one was white, and he's holding a little egg. Now this one I decided I'd change things up a little bit, so I made them a little set. And this one is a girl bunny with the little pink bow, and I made a matching pink Easter egg just to go with it. So that is those. And you can see it has a little fluffy tail. And you'll notice with my next set of charms, I've been doing my Easter eggs very similar to this. And I love it. I find they're so simple, but they look so cute. I can't get over them. Now, my favorite of the Easter charms. These little guys, they're not really Easter related, but I found a way, okay? So, we'll take a look here. A little overview. We have these little guys. Now, they're actually snail bunnies. I'll show you the first one here. Now, this little guy is a little different from the others, only because the purple is so dark, I couldn't use dark details. I figured it wouldn't show up very well in pictures, so his little mouth is actually done in pink. But you'll see it's a little bunny with the bunny ears to replace the snail antennas, and instead of his little shell, it's a little Easter egg. And as you can see, it's done in the same style as the last one I showed you. So this is my little purple and orange one, and you'll see that I actually color coordinated. So I've also got this little orange and purple one, which I also think turned out really cute. So we got these guys. That's those two. Now, I also made this little pink one, and well, pink and green, and then green and pink. So we'll see if my camera will focus on both of these. I'm gonna be pleasantly surprised if it does. So that's not too bad. So that's those two. Okay. Now we've got these little blue and yellow blue ones. And I actually find the yellow one looks a lot like Pikachu. I don't know if it's just me. Okay, so that's the little yellow and blue one, which I do have to say it looks like Pikachu. So that's him, and here's the other one. I wasn't sure if it focused or not, so I'll show him one last time. Now it does not want to focus for the life of me. Come on, work with me. And there we go. And then you got the little egg on the back. So that's those. I think they turned out super cute. Okay, now we've got these little Pupcakes. Now, if you've seen my last video, you'll notice that I already made Pupcakes. However, I made these ones with slight variations. So you'll see that these ones don't have a little tongue, but they do have frosting. And little sprinkles, if my camera will focus. There we go. So that's the frosting and sprinkles in the little face. So that's that one. We also got a little green one, and I think his little face turned out super cute. He's probably one of my favorites, despite not being a huge fan of green. That's that one. And then we also got this little yellow one, orange one. Come on, focus. There we go. Frosting and sprinkles. That's that one. And now we have this little yellow one. Now, despite what I said earlier about yellow charms typically being my favorites, I would have to say this is probably the exception. I don't know why, I just find this one didn't turn out quite as cute as the others. Could just be me. And last but not least, this little pink one. Wait for it to focus. There we go, the sprinkles and frosting. So that's it for my Pupcakes. Now, I also made these little Voodoo Dolls. Now, originally, I wanted them to be magnets, except by the time I was finished making them, I realized that they were a bit too bulky and heavy to make decent magnets. So, these ones, I added eye pins on the backs, as you can see. And I will turn them into keychains or pendants or something. And I made a second version, smaller, for my magnet idea. So I'll show you these guys. Again, I did the color coordinating, so we've got a yellow and blue one and a blue and yellow one. So that's those two. Then we got this little green and pink one and pink and green one. Now, I don't know why I like this one so much. I feel like it reminds me kind of like a cross between a zombie and, what was his name again? Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas? It sort of reminds me of a cross between those two. So that's those two. And then we also got this little purple and orange one and this orange and purple one. Now, because like I explained earlier, the purple is so dark, I decided to do the stitching in white just so that it would be a lot easier to see. So those are those. Now, these are my little Voodoo Dolls, and these ones will be turned into the magnets. So now, just to show a size comparison, you can see they're roughly the same height, but in terms of thickness, there's a significant difference, at least in the head. But weight-wise, there is a big difference. So that is that. Now, I'll show you the little blue and yellow, and the yellow and blue first. So these are these guys. Now you'll notice these ones have little patches and stitches instead of the stitching down the middle. I actually prefer this method. I found that the original version looked a little too busy, and I find that because the strings of clay were so thick, it sort of dominated the pieces. So I tried making them thinner so that it's not so intense, and I find that the little patches balance out the busyness of the face a bit better. Plus, I also really like how the little tufts of hair turned out on these ones. So that's those two. And then we got this little orange and purple and orange one. And you can see I did the same thing with the white stitching. Now, you'll notice both versions have these little pins, and I made these pins actually out of bits of eye pins, because often my pins are too long. So I will cut them down for my charms, and my desk will wind up with a whole bunch of little scraps. So I decided to make a use of them instead of just throwing them in the trash. So the last two are this little green and pink one and this pink and green one. I think these turned out super cute. I'm so happy with these versions. You can see that they're flat back, so it'll be perfect for adding the magnets as soon as I get some. So that is it for this charm update. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe for more. And until next time, bye guys!